Hey guys, so today I'm gonna be looking at guys share their creepy girl stories. So yeah, let's just get right into the video. I was in a bar having a drink. This girl started talking to me. She seemed okay, but the bar was dark. It was hard to tell. She asked me if I wanted to go out to her truck and smoke. I said yes. When we wandered out of the bar, the bright lights outside illuminated her face in a disturbing way. I ignored what I was seeing. Oh, okay. Yeah, I look good in the dark too. So where's your car? She asked. I thought we were going to your truck, I replied. No, we are going to your car. Okay, I can deal with this. Take me home. Oh, this is weird. What's going on? Okay, I can deal with this. I started driving her home. As I was driving, she started rambling. You can do anything you want to me. Okay, maybe I can deal with this. As we approached her apartment, she said, I sure hope my boyfriend isn't home. Oh shoot, can I deal with this? She pointed to a convenience store and said, pull me in there and go buy me a 12-pack. I'm not buying you a 12-pack, I said. She got out of the car to buy the 12-pack. I definitely cannot deal with this. I slammed the car into reverse and raced off into the night. I didn't go back to that bar for a year. What just happened? What? I'm so confused. She's like, wanna smoke? No, I didn't say I wanted to do that. I'm surprised he went with everything because I feel like if that was me and a guy approached me and said that, I wouldn't drive him home. I once blocked a girl's number because she would text me every day after I refused to reply anymore after telling her I didn't want to talk. I honestly don't understand her obsession. I would text myself a solid 2 times before giving up. 2 years later, I unblocked the number out of curiosity. She was still texting me daily. I sure hope I never run into her in person again. 2 years? So she's been texting every day for like, what, 670 days? Yo, that's dedication. I mean, creepy dedication, creepy obsession. Why would you... Wait, during those 2 years, you didn't find like another guy? Because... Yo, that's weird. No, seriously, 2 years? You would think by 2 years someone would have gotten over you, right? And you guys weren't even dating. I am concerned. One night when I was a senior in high school, I was home alone with an ex who was probably just shy of 21, but looked to be my age. My parents and siblings had gone out to eat. I didn't want to go with them and bring my girlfriend because I wanted to break up with her that night. She had a lot of annoying traits I would overlook because of how attractive she was. Wow, she was very selfish. Everything had to be done her way when she said it. She would always one-up everything you'd say or mention. Blah, blah, blah. This lasted 4 months and I was sick of it. I broke up with her and asked her to leave after everything was said and done. That night, I woke up at around 1 in the morning to my dog growling. I was not sure how long it was going on. I'm a bit of a heavy sleeper and my dog wouldn't bark. He'd just growl and all the hair on his back would arch up if he'd hear something or someone. That's a sign that your dog is very, very mad. I got up. I heard someone in my living room. I grabbed my bat and my dog and walked out. My now ex-girlfriend was just standing there crying, staring at my bedroom door, asking me for another chance. I could tell she was holding something behind her back. Without getting too close, I told her she had to go. She got angry. I could see she had something that looked like a pipe wrench, a decent-sized one. Let's not do this, I told her. I had 1 foot and 100 pounds of muscle on her. Heck, my dog at the time was bigger than her. But it was 1 a.m. in the dark with the only light coming from a Comcast box clock. And this crazy woman broke in with a weapon to get back together, so I was a bit freaked out. She lunged towards me. As I was about to pull my bat back and knock her into next week, my dog jumped onto her, knocking her flat on her back and knocking the air out of her, making her drop the wrench. I kicked it away, turned on the lights and called the cops. She just sat on the floor crying as we waited for them. Man, I missed that dog. What happened to the dog? That's all I care about. What happened to the dog? Maybe it died of old age. But, well, yeah, dogs are precious, okay? That dog to save your life. Oh my gosh. That's the only thing I care about right now. I'm just thinking about the dog. You can't do that, okay? I mean, like, if you want someone to get back together with you, don't be holding a weapon. You know, you better get back together with me. Honestly though, why do people do that? Like, why do they explore? Well, not explore, but like, why do they try to see what's wrong? I feel like if I heard some random noise in my house or something, I would close my door, but I wouldn't try to be like, what's going on? Let me go look for myself. Because that's a bit too risky or scary, But then again, I guess I can understand why they would go out, because they want to look what's wrong. And then if something is really wrong, they can call the cops. Yeah, I guess. Because you can't just call the cops and not know what's wrong, right? And then the cops come to your house and it's just like your dad eating in the kitchen or something. Okay, I guess. But still, I would just stay in my room and lock my door, Maybe it's just because it's in my perspective and I'm a weakling. It all started in elementary school when this weird girl took a liking to me. She would follow me around at recess, and if I wanted a recess to myself, I'd have to outrun her and lose her. It kept me in shape. She'd be watching me from across the room and would pass notes to me asking if I'd marry her when I grew up. She also came to my mom's house a few times and left notes on the windowsill. She knew where he lived. Fast forward to high school, at which we landed in the same film arts class. I was usually a cameraman, but when I was in the editing room, there she would be. She had a face like the man in the moon, round, blank, and gave you the sense that you might look out your window one night and see it looking back at you. Oh my goodness! She'd be ogling me from, is that how you say it? Oogling? She'd be oogling me from across the room. Why does that sound so funny? Inching her chair closer and closer and complimenting me on virtually everything. She liked my clothes, jewelry, hair, and eventually she would say she wanted to kiss me and date me. I was an awkward teenager, so I just dropped lots of hints that I wasn't interested, which she either didn't understand or just didn't give a poop. Another day, I was biking to school. She was sitting at the base of a telephone pole at the end of my street, looking at me as if she was expecting me to come that way. I thought it through and realized that she must have followed me home from school, then got up at the crack of dawn, came back to my street and waited to see when I'd be leaving. This happened a few times. I didn't tell anyone because I thought my family would make fun of me. Dude, that's so creepy. She's wasting a lot of time, honestly. I don't know, go study or something. Yeah. We've both been out of school for a few years. She hasn't given up yet. She found me on Facebook and messaged me a few times, saying she's tired of being single and asking if I would ever date her. I've rejected her as clearly as I can and I hope it sticks. Maybe she just can't let go of that childhood crush or can't process rejection. I hope she gets the help she needs. What was really infuriating was when I went to my family for advice. They were all like, "Oh, she likes you and you should give her a chance. We need to teach our sons and daughters that stalking people is not okay." Yeah, that honestly must suck to hear that when you're like stressing from it and then your family's just like, "Oh, how cute, you guys should go out." It's just creepy and she's definitely crossing the line. Imagine you go to the stores and then you're walking back home and then you see her. You walk out of your house and you see her. You go to the gym and you see her next to you on the treadmill. I met a girl online once and we went out a few times. I wasn't feeling it and told her as much. I had been in the US Army for the previous 6 years. Nothing special, I was a fooler. She got it into her head that the military was forcing me to not date her and that I had a much more clandestine job than in reality. It wasn't, and I didn't. I had reached the expiration of my term of service 3 years earlier, and my only contract was the Veterans Affairs office at the university I was attending. She would constantly text me and message with nonsensical conspiracy theories about why I couldn't see her. I blocked her and moved on. She hired a private investigator to tail me. Is that really something to hire a private investigator over? When I caught wind of him after a couple days, I walked over to see where he was sitting and introduced myself. He was flustered, but eventually we laid it all out. I told him that he was wasting his time watching me go to class, the dining hall, and my house every day. I never saw him again and never heard from her again. Oh. How much money does she have? Like seriously, private investigators are expensive. Like you have to pay them a lot of money, don't you? Jeez. I dated this girl one summer during high school. She seemed nice enough and we kind of hit it off at a church function. That was until my summer schedule started. I went from working evenings at a local fast food joint to working overnight and I guess she couldn't cope. She would call my house and accuse my mum of lying for me and demand she tell her where I really was. She would drive by the restaurant all night and would even wait for me to get home at 6 or 7 a.m. while I was still in my work uniform and accused me of cheating. Eventually, she started calling me every hour or so at work. Oh my goodness. This was a time when most teenagers didn't have phones, so she was calling the work phone, which, as one could imagine, my managers just loved. She did not take the breakup well. When I started dating a coworker towards the end of summer, she threatened her. What in the world? Teenage me never thought to try and get her brought up on charges for threats and stalking. She eventually got the hint and left me alone. Thank gosh. It's always a relief when something clicks in the head and they're like, oh, I should stop. I'm just putting myself in the situation of the guy. If I was working 12 hours a day and then I just want to come home and get some rest, and then my partner is like, what have you been doing? You've been cheating on me, haven't you? But I've been working 12 hours a day. I would be pissed. I'll just be like, I don't have time for this, dude. Well, that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Tell me in the comments down below what your thoughts are. And as always, thanks for watching. Hope you guys liked it. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!